Okay, we are back. It is 11:33 or 2:30 Eastern time. And give me a second here. I had a miner go down, so I had to fix it and restart it. And let's see if it picked it up yet. No, let me do a force reload. See if that picks it up. All right, I'll have to watch that in a little bit. Make sure that went back up because that's money. How much money? Let's see, on that particular miner. About $1 an hour. So that's it. So rig 2 went down. Miner down. Miner down. And I've got 473 bucks built up, which I'll get another payout here in about 11 hours. So we'll see if that comes back up. I need to confirm that, or I'll have to go back down and fix it. Wild day today, says Charlie. Hey Charlie, welcome back to the stream. And you were in there earlier. Definitely a wild day. And AMC is up 26%, but actually, look at this one. Sundial up 13.95% with a 20-cent jump. So that was good as well. Night of Insomnia, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you. And AMC on a nice ride today. It topped out. It got all the way up to 14.49, and that was just a little while ago. About an hour or so ago is what it got up to. It is currently operating, so AMC is currently operating on a buy signal. A little bit of a small buy signal, but nonetheless still a buy signal. And wants to hang out above this 14 level, so up $2.98. What I think is I'm in on Sundial 2, finally seeing some good progress. Yeah, all the weed stocks are up today. Telray I know was up, and some of the other ones were up as well. AMC, again, my suspicion and just my own opinion, I think people are dumping out of GME, and I think they're plowing into AMC. And I think that the more that if AMC continues going down, or I'm sorry, if GME continues going down, I think we're going to see more inflows of people that will pretend on other forums or other streams that they like GME, but AMC is to the point where it can't be ignored anymore. Again, I attached my horse to the carriage of AMC a little while ago, a while back, and I think that's the play. GME's in a trading range. It was in the 260s on Friday, the 270, 274. Now it's back into the 240s, and I'm not saying it's the end of GME. Certainly not. If they get a deal or if there's some kind of catalyst that can create news for them, I think that can move money out. But I think a good point, Charlie. Stimulus money started hitting people's accounts too. That's correct, and some of it still hasn't hit yet. So I know that there's quite a few people that still haven't gotten their stimmy checks yet. That'll be getting it over the next couple days or so. So I think the flow, if you look at the money and you say, okay, so we have the S&P is up. Let's take a look at the indices here. Oops, it logged me out. Let me get back in here. Okay, while it does that, I can scroll down here. All right, so we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average is currently up 82 points. We have the NASDAQ is up 88 points, a really, really nice recovery for them. And the S&P is up 12, so everything is in the green. The president came out a little while ago and was talking about, unfortunately, yes, let's try that. And bear with me a moment here. And let me hide these. There we go. All right, I just had to get my brokerage account ready to go in case I want to make a move. So S&P, nice recovery. Again, down here, you'll see the S&P on the top at the bottom part of your screen, and you will see the volatility, the VIX index, showing as well. And so the VIX is down, the S&P is up, so we are in the green on all the averages right now. Some of the other movers, NVIDIA making a nice run back up to 523. That's good for me. I think I'm up on the day. I'm up quite handsomely. One of my better days in a while. Let's see. As that pulls up here. So NVIDIA, nice play again. I need this puppy back at 540 before the end of the week. So I'm up 4.66% right now in my overall portfolio. I've got US Oil down, Ford is down, GameStop is down, Rocket is back up, rocketing again, up 3%, up 77 cents. So that's good news for me. I still have a position of 500 shares in Rocket, which times 2580, not much, like 12 grand, almost 13 grand in a Rocket. Plus I get my dividend payout on March 23rd in both of my accounts. One of those will be taxable and the other one will not. So I do have Rocket. I'm still holding shares of Rocket. I bought it as strictly a dividend play, but I'm still holding 500 shares after doing a little bit more research after the dividend play. I didn't expect to make any money except for the dividend. I was prepared to sell, and I had a stop loss basically put in to alert me at 23.79, and if it dipped below 23.79, I would not have made money off of the dividend and the stock, and so I would have basically cut my losses and taken a small loss. It worked out opposite. I made money on my sale in my taxable account by selling at 25 something, and then and I'm making it. I don't have a full profit yet in my retirement account because I'm kind of letting it run. I'll decide when. I'm waiting for the housing starts to come out on Wednesday morning, and the builders pricing to come out on Wednesday morning, and then I'll decide what I want to do with Rocket, whether I'm going to hold it or not. That's more of a swing trade, and so that we got that going there. GameStop again. Let's go to Cinemark real quick. Again, anytime I see Cinemark and I see $25.88, that's what I see for GME, or I'm sorry, for AMC. There is something, I don't know if I can play it, but I saw something earlier. Let me see if I can pull it up here. And I gotta find it in here. Oh, here it is. And I think I can pull this up here if it goes. Let's see. Be nice to me. Okay, let's get this back to the beginning, and let's get the sound on Silencio over here. We'll pause that, and I don't know if we're going to be able to hear this or not, but this is the CEO of Adam Aron on AMC.
And our stock has dropped. What honestly massive short selling in our shares, and our stock has dropped markedly. Candidly, we think that's a buying opportunity for a lot of people because we do think we will get this addressed. They can't misreport our numbers forever. It is a disconnect unrelated to the real performance of our business. As I said, we think some people are going to make a lot of money as we get this corrected and our share price undoubtedly rises.
Boom. So there you go. And that is the CEO of AMC Theaters on CNBC, and definitely something good as far as good news as far as that stock goes. Again, I think it's severely undervalued as well, and I think he's correct. I don't think the analysts that are out there can ignore the numbers or the fundamentals of the stock. So if you got some other idiot out there talking about a 1 cent price target on AMC, meanwhile, we're up 38% last week. We're up 25% this week. And the closest comparison has nothing to do with GameStop. I think we're disconnected from GameStop. I think the smart money's leaving GameStop and the smart money's going into AMC on those plays. And then, but Cinemark is sitting at $25.93. A little bit of news for them and AMC today in terms of the theater openings over on the West Coast, and so that is certainly going to mean that good stuff for AMC and Cinemark going forward. But of course, I believe that AMC is going to be the better buy. I think it's a $25 stock all day long, and we'll see who's proven to be correct on that. But you know, as the numbers come in, definitely good stuff for AMC, and it seems to be holding above the $14 level. Let's go to the heat map and watch this. Watch a lot of this stuff turn green. Boom. Nice bright greens. Now we got Tesla up 1.7%. Facebook is up just a little bit, 2%. Google down 0.35. Apple with a nice move to the north at 2%. AMD came out, had a conference. They came out, they're up 1.59%. Nvidia is up 1.64%. Intel's up 0.72%. All the banks, both the regionals and the nationals, are taking a little bit of a beating today. Oil price dipped a little bit, so you have ExxonMobil and Chevron and my U.S. oil dipping a little bit, but again, not worried about it at all. You got Bucks, Starbucks is up just a little bit. McDonald's is up 2.68%. Hey, I haven't tried their chicken sandwich yet, so I wonder how close to Chick-fil-A's it tastes with the pickle on it. Crispy chicken sandwiches, we'll see. So we have Tesla up 1.7%. And that's looking good. Some of the drug makers are up today as well, with the exception of Eli Lilly. And again, let's see here. See if I have anything else over here. No, we already went over that. Okay. Let's look at some of the other indexes. All the precious metals, 31 cents on silver, up to 26.21. Platinum was up 10.37. Palladium back above 2,300, 23.86. It did hit 24. And gold at 17.29. Again, I can see platinum surpassing gold. I think silver needs to be like $40 myself. That's probably closer to the real price of where it should be. Let's look at some other movers in the market today. We have ExxonMobil is down a little bit. Workhorse recovering nicely, up $1.09. They're up 6.4% today, so good for them. Tesla, nice turn on the 700, staying well above. It did dip a little bit this morning when the S&P and everything else dipped a little bit, but definitely consolidating and staying above 100. Its latest dip back down was at $700.01. So that's good news for them. Roblox is basically up 4% today. So that one, a nice little turn there. It's off, its high that it got last week on the 11th was 77.78. So we're at 72.56 now. Probably would have been a decent opportunity to jump in at 66 when it hit that bottom or slightly thereafter. We had a buy signal issued there after that. Palantir hanging on to, barely hanging on to its gains, but actually down 20 cents right now. It just flipped. But definitely consolidating above the 25 level. Knight says he bought an ounce of palladium when it was around 700. Nice. I do not have any palladium yet. I do have a bunch of platinums and I have some silvers as well. I've been buying the platinum series on the Constitution, so I actually have four. I think I have 4 of those now. Yeah, I have 4 of the platinum 1 ounce from the U.S. Mint, and those have been selling at a nice premium, but I'm holding on to those. So good for you. Nice to see another precious metals holder on here as well. All right, so back to Palantir. Intel up 45 cents, just a little bit, 0.75 or 0.72. GM, they're down $1.25, basically on news that they are shipping out trucks that are V8s without fuel management modules, which is going to lessen the fuel mileage that they get on them because they can't get chips for them. So you have people ordering these trucks that want to buy their trucks that are going to go to a different dealer. GM chose to still send the trucks out without these modules because they're short semiconductor chips. And again, AMD basically had a news conference, and what they do after they have their news conferences is they tend to go down. It is recovering back nicely though, and so they're up $1.39 on the day, and that's along with the other chip makers. Intel is up as well, and then we talked about Nvidia being up too. Okay, Chevron down $1.63. I'll cover the indices and oil in a second. And Boeing down 236. Again, I did not see. I didn't see any real news on Boeing for that. So oil, both Brent and light crude. Light crude is down 37 cents, 0.56. Brent crude is down 0.59. My oil, U.S. oil, my ETF is only down 0.47, so only down 21 cents. So that's certainly good news for me personally. So that looks pretty good. And then again, Ford, small decline, down 20 cents. So that's good. Looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, I am 15% Bitcoin portfolio, 85% Ethereum. Bitcoin all the way down to 56,000. So let's see, 56. Where we at? 56,079 divided into 61,788, and it has it's pulled back 9% over the weekend. So hopefully you weren't one of the ones that bought it at 61,788. Ethereum is at 1776. That's a telling number. I like that. You can stay right there for a little bit. Peaked out at 2041 over the weekend, and it's down just a little bit more. It's down 13% off of its high. And let me check my miner again and see if it's showing as being up. So I reset. Hey, there we go. It's back, and it's hashing at 251. That puts me up back over 1.4. So 1.4 gigahash there. And you can even see when a miner goes down, whoop, right here at the end it drops, and then I get an email. But I was doing something else around the house at the time, so I missed the email. So it was down. It was down about 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes. And so that particular miner probably cost me about 60 cents being down. So not a real big deal, but I do like to get it and get it fixed, so it gets hashing again, making me those tendies. Okay. All right, so again, GameStop, I think the outflow on GameStop is people looking to jump into AMC instead, or maybe even something else, whether it's BlackBerry or Nokia or Rocket. Rocket's seen a little bit of inflow today as well. Volume for them, very low volume, 11.8 million out of 86 average volume. That's actually good news. The fact that it's going up with that is good. But AMC, watch this. Wait, where do you see this? Well, let's look at Cinemark's volume first. So Cinemark's volume, 3.7. They normally average 4.2, and they're up 7.5%. Okay. Watch this. AMC volume today. Boom. 238 million shares with an average volume of 152 million shares. Okay, so they are almost not quite double. They're about 160% of volume of where they're at. Now let's look at GameStop. You don't have buyers. 17 million volume normally out of 58. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. I think people are getting rid of their GameStop and they're choosing to jump on the AMC train before they miss out. So again, long term, I like the company. I think it's got a lot of room based on everything I'm hearing. I love that clip that we heard from the CEO. And like he said on his earnings call, the days of dirty theaters are over. So I am definitely in the wanting to go see a movie stage. So that'll be something that we do as well. So I'm still up 4.4%, which is nice for me on the day. So I hope your stuff is up as well. Let's see, Sundial up 13%, 19 cents. There's 20%. So every time it dips a penny, it's basically a percent. Well, not quite a percent, but it dips between the 13 and the 14. Tilray up 12%, up $3.47. Their 52-week high is 67. So if you looked at something, let's go into the 1 hour here. We should be able to, back when they hit back in February last month. Looks like from here, definitely breaking through resistance, probably setting a new resistance level at 36 or so, 35, 36. You could look at a possibility of a next stop up for Tilray. Let's look at the 3-minute. Trading above the 50 to 200 as well as the VWAP. Coming right back down to the 50 though. It looks like it's riding a 50 line. So on a 3-minute chart, that looks pretty good. Not quite oversold. Blue line converging on the red, so it's got to decide what it wants to do. Either top out at this 31.34 which is its high on the day, and then it may settle back down, maybe to a little bit below the 200 and the VWAP. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it bounces up and down to, and see where it goes. But AMC, man, what a day! 13.72 up almost $3 a share, which is fantastic. We like that. We like that. We like that. We like that a lot. That is good stuff. Let's see here. What else we got going on? I wanted to check. Let's see. Here's what I want to do. I want to check AMC's Fintel stuff, and I just want to check institutionals and short interest, even though I don't believe anything as far as short interest on this site. It's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's go. All right. Make sure you're never clicking on AMC Network. A lot of people getting confused on that one. All right, let's see here. It just doesn't want to load. Here we go, finally. All right, so I'm going to go to short interest first. I thought I clicked on it. Okay, this is down significantly. It was showing like 5 million before. So now it's showing, as of 36 minutes ago, short share availability 1.1 million. So there's probably some more people shorting today based on the run up. Short borrow fee rate 1.67%. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's true. Let's see if they listed any change in any other buyers came in. See if they listed anything from last week. Give it a second to update. There's the update. Nope. So they haven't updated this one since the 10th. So I don't know what day this week we'll get the filings from last week. We'll see on that. Top mutual funds. It's going to be Vanguard. There we go. And top institutional ownership. So again, this is showing Vanguard with a greater interest in BlackRock, but these are older ones. Some of these are just so old, so we'll have to see what some of the other ones are. But so there you go. I don't trust Fintel. I'm not buying a subscription for them either. Okay, so Disney is down. Comcast is up. Netflix is down a little bit. Apple taking shares from them. And I didn't see. Oops. Open up a wrong window here. Give me a second. Here we go. And check news. Netflix scores 35 Oscar nominations in year dominated by streaming. Okay. Good for them. Yeah, I don't see anything accounting for their stock price. Netflix has been a huge win. That's been a great stock to own. I don't own it anymore. I forget where I got out at. I don't remember. It was a while ago. So I missed the latest run up on them. All right, let me see. I want to check my high lows. There we go. I was just running. I have a constant running high-low scan. is TPR. Tapestry Inc. Retail trade, apparel, and footwear. Hitting 52-week highs. Let's see here. Met earnings that time. Boy, they're right on with their estimates. Small flow, 2.9 million shares traded. On average, 4.5 million. Next set to report on May 6th. Yeah, it would have been a momentum play today, but 52-week high breakout, risky in this market. Let's see if there's any other ones on here. Lilac, ARW. Nope. Okay, that's enough of that scan. All right, so right now we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 66.87. We have the NASDAQ is up 91 points. Great recovery there. And the S&P 500 up 11. It's going to be a question of how long the buying will continue before the effects or the impression of what the FOMC will do on Wednesday. Again, the report gets released at 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern. The news conference with FOMC Chairman Jeremy Powell, Pew Pew Powell, happens at 2:30 Eastern Time or 11:30 Pacific, and we will carry that on the channel here as well. So y'all will be able to watch that live, and we'll watch the S&P 500 during that period as well. But the VIX basically dropped a whole dollar all the way down to 20.2. That's good news. So that means the sentiment in the market has flipped its lid, as it were. Starting at futures yesterday, we were up a little bit, up about 100 on the Dow, and then they kind of settled there. And then in the pre-market, then we saw what happened there. It had a little bit of a green on the open, and then boom, went back down a little bit. No major news other than what Biden was talking about. There is some things going on in Europe though. So I know I was looking at something where they're worried about another surge in Europe, and then they've got huge problems because they banked on that AstraZeneca vaccine, and they're having problems with that big time. I don't know how that has affected the stock or not. NSC over there. AstraZeneca SPDR, is that it? AZN? Is that the only way you can buy it here? Looks like it. Let's see. Brazil eyes July for full local production of AstraZeneca. Now if they can get it straightened out. Here you go. Germany, Italy, France suspend AstraZeneca shots amid safety fears, disrupting EU vaccinations. Let's see. Italian prosecutor seizes batch of vaccine after man dies. Denmark, Netherlands give more details. So apparently they're having a problem with blood clotting issues. No proven link to COVID-19 vaccines. Top WHO scientist. Okay. We do not want people to panic, she says, over the AstraZeneca vaccine. And Germany, France, and Italy, the big three, said they're suspending the vaccine. And let's see. Denmark and Norway stopped giving a shot last week. And again, I think that there's also and this is something to keep an eye on. And the reason why, here's why. Fauci points to COVID surge in Europe as warning against lifting U.S. restrictions right now. 22 hours ago, 7 hours ago, All right, let's click on this one, NBC News, see if it's behind a paywall or not. If I scroll really quick before it does pop up, infections rose by 10% in Italy last week, and officials are warning that the situation is deteriorating as variants gain ground. So same thing with the common cold and the flu. As you start attacking it and it starts curing or at least diminishing some of the symptoms, some other new variant comes up, like the flu shots. The flu shots are a total crap game every single year. They guess at what strain out of several strains they're going to have. They guess at what's going to happen there. Oh, that's weird. Why is my screen, my bottom screen, I think you guys can still see it. It still shows that it's broadcasting it, but for some reason it just went to snow on my monitor. That's okay. I'll leave it there for now. So starting Monday, more than half of Italy will be put in the red tier, the highest level of contagion. Let's see. So that's on Italy. Let's see what Fauci said though. And this was yesterday. As trends in the U.S. improve compared to the winter surge, Europe is now facing a new wave of infections with a new lockdown in Italy. Dr. Anthony Fauci, thank you, pointing to Europe as warning to, I hate pop-ups. It's because I have my ad blocker off. Dr. Anthony Fauci pointed to Europe as a warning to Americans that letting up mitigation measures early could put the U.S. on a similar course. Okay. Several U.S. states have lifted mitigation measures as infections decrease and vaccinations increase. All right, time to put on my prediction hat. Okay, this is, don't take this with a grain of salt. Probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to be 100% wrong. With that said, I'm going to pull up. Oh, enough of this. All right, let me close that off. I'm tired of getting fed ads. I'm going to pull up the S&P 500. And we're going to look at that, and we're going to say, we're going to leave it on the daily here. I'm going to say, okay, so if we were looking for support and resistance, where would we go? Where do your eyes go? Right here, right? So 36.94, somewhere around there. So you say, okay, so 36.94 divided into 39.52 is about a 7% decline, okay? So a 7% decline. Where's resistance? It's there right now. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a line and I'm going to take it. Actually, yeah, right here. It's a little bit higher. And I'm going to leave that there on the chart. Okay. And that's on the daily. So we'll see that going forward. And so we get a start point. Okay. There's our start point. So we're going to watch this. Now, the reason I did that, and I've done this before personally looking at some things, is I'm going to drop down to the 5-minute here. And I want you to ask yourself this question. And the question I want you to ask yourself is this. What happened the last time Europe surged? Okay. But more importantly, what are catalysts for continued market growth with the U.S. stock markets? In other words, what possible other good news could come out? And the word I'm going to use is very specific here, to sustain the market growth. All right. And you say, well, stimulus. Okay. Buy on the rumor, sell on the news. Except in stimulus, they can't buy until they get the money in their accounts. So now the money is flowing into their accounts. So we have some updates. Hopefully y'all are in the green today. What is the next bit of good news that can come out? If you have any idea, throw it in the chat. Let me know. But you know, the amount of good news that's out there as a catalyst for the markets, I'm struggling to find some. Individually, yes, there's a lot of good news. Like Ford, I think is a good news. U.S. oil, I think is good news. I think oil is going to continue to go up. It's trading a little bit down today. But if we get some sort of price correction, okay, in the equity markets, what are going to be areas that go down, and what are going to be areas that go up? I had looked at back to when Obama started his administration. Things that did well, you had oil, gas, and energy, with the exception of natural gas. I don't like natural gas right now because, again, 80% of the people live above the equator. We're getting into summertime. Natural gas demand is going to be less. The majority of the population of the world lives above the equator. Just the way it is. There's more land up there. Okay. Financials and regionals tend to do well also, except for leveraged hedges. And what that means is, if you remember back from the mortgage crisis in 2007, 2008, 2009, and the banks almost bled, and Bear Stearns and Goldman Sachs and all of them were bleeding left and right. This is going to be my bet right here. My bet, my YOLO is going to continue to be in energy. Now, with that said, I don't know if I'm going to devote further money to either U.S. Oil or Chevron, which is already well above. It's basically approaching its 52-week highs, or ExxonMobil. Okay, so I'm going to start really digging into some due diligence, because I do have my F-key programmed for a market sell all if I think we're going to dump. And that will be, it will sell every single position I have, which is boom, boom, just like that, 2 clicks, and it will market sell everything I have. And the reason why is, if I ever decide to do that, and I'll tell you, if it ever happened on stream, I would tell you on stream, but it's only what I'm personally doing, based off my bad advice and my retarded opinion of what's going to happen. But when I look at the S&P, and I see us at 52-week highs, and I say, okay, looking at the stimulus, outside of the stimulus, what kind of environment are we in? Bond yields. Bond yields are going up. The last time Powell talked, he said, if inflation comes in, they're basically not going to do anything. And he's going to be peppered with questions on Wednesday about inflation. And we'll see if there's some smart ape retard in the room like me or somebody else. I can't do it because I won't be able to get a question in. But if somebody in that room will ask the tough questions. Now, there was a reporter from the Wall Street Journal, a young kid, and I say young, in his 20s. I know some of you guys are that age, so young to me. Sorry about that. I'll date myself a little bit. And he asked some really, really good questions of Jerome Powell the last time at that jobs forum that the Wall Street Journal had. Now, because it was a jobs forum, I don't know if that was a jobs reporter or if he is a regular beat reporter from the financial side. I have no idea. But what Powell basically says, if inflation comes in, and he was like, yeah, but we don't really see that now. I don't believe he was being honest with that, because I don't think the evidence suggests that we don't have inflation. And here's why. This is oil. Oil from the last low of it. We don't even have to go back to. I'm not going to go back to March or April when it bottomed out. I'm only going to go back to November. Brent crude oil is up 99% since November. Crude oil is up 99% since November. And we already know that Saudi Arabia and OPEC came out and they said what? They said, we are going to continue to limit supplies. And I'm sorry if this is same old stuff, but they're going to limit supplies through April. I've not seen anything else, but I haven't really looked lately. Maybe there's something else out there on that, but I don't think there is. Gas prices have been going up. I think in California, they've been going up every day. And I think the last time I looked, they were $3.84. I remember them being $3.78 last week. I paid $3.44. I put 89 octane in my car, or in my SUV. Sorry. In my opinion, in this environment, oil equals inflation. As fuel prices go up, if y'all remember the last time this happened, you started seeing stuff on receipts, fuel surcharges. Any type of delivery company, package company, UPS, FedEx, all of them will have rate increases. Why? Because all their fuel costs are going to go up. Those fuel costs for all those companies, any company that ships a product is going to increase their prices. Those prices that get shipped to all the hamburger buns at McDonald's. Well, if their delivery prices go up, guess what? The price of hamburgers are going up. But there's a lag. There's a delay in that happening. Right now, all we've seen is the increase in gas. If you've noticed the increase in your gas prices, extrapolate that a month to a month and a half later into your food. I've already seen my food prices go up. I was comparing my Amazon grocery delivery bills, and I noticed, okay, I'm getting 5 bags here, but it's like $90. And so I don't know specifically what's been going up, but I know a lot of it has been going up over the last month or so. That's going to creep into play. So I'm going to circle back on this and close this circle back. I'm going to close back my go back into good news and bad news. Wednesday, that Federal Open Market Committee. I'm going to make a decision probably or we'll see what the market does in a pre-market on Wednesday, and I'm really going to be looking at the volume. I'm going to be looking at the volume on things like the SPY and things like that, because I want to see what is going to happen and how many shares are going to trade. So if the SPY averages 128 million shares a day, it's traded 50 million right now. And this is basically an SPDR, S&P 500. It's an ETF trust. Okay, all right, and it's up right now. So I'm going to be looking at the volume levels on Wednesday morning to see where those are at. Because it's, if depending on, I don't think Powell's going to do anything. I don't think they have anything they can do right now. I don't think they're going to take any action. I think they're going to leave rates unchanged because the market's already at 52-week highs. So that's my prediction. Rates stay the same. I'm probably going to be wrong. I don't think he's going to increase rates. I also don't think they're going to decrease rates. Why? Because inflation hasn't been recognized in the market yet as a worry. There's a lot of people talking about it, but it hasn't kicked in yet. I don't know why it hasn't kicked in yet. Rice says he puts E85 in my 300ZX. I hope you don't plan to hold it long. Just let it blow up. Hopefully it blows up after you get rid of it. Yeah, I go 89, and then in my motorcycle I put 92 in. So E85. Yeah, I'm the guy that goes to, I have flex fuel. Okay, I'm a guy that looks at gas stations that have the lowest content of ethanol because it's already blown up my lawnmower. It blew up a carburetor in my power washer, and that's what even putting the additive in there, it still blew it out. I still get smoke out of my lawnmower. Sometimes I put the 100 octane race fuel in it. There you go. I like that. Yeah, 300Zs are nice cars. You're going to hate me for that. I'm going to lose a viewer right now. Ready? On one word, I'm going to lose a viewer. Supra. I don't have one. I'm just saying. Supra is just a fantastic car. It looks just brutal. It's fantastic. Although I can't show you guys this. Here, check this out. This is what I did. I went to a dealer on Saturday and I test drove that. That is a I want an 89 Supra. There you go. That is a 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E. Because I own in excess of 5,000 shares of Ford and I got some call options, I wanted to go drive the car. Worst experience ever from the dealership in terms of they were very, very rude. But I got to test drive the car. Took my son with me, and we zoomed around in that for a while. and the acceleration basically was like this. That's what it felt back. It literally pushed us both back a little bit getting on the freeway, and ooh, an SUV. Yeah. Cue the dad jokes. Go for it. I'm good. I'm good. An SUV that goes from 0 to 60 in 2.5 in like 3.5 seconds. Go test drive one, and I think it's going to take a lot of market share from Tesla. That's my view on that. So I did that. I did that on Saturday. I didn't buy one. I did not put a down payment on one. The Ford all-electric truck looks like that's not coming out until 2023, maybe, which means hopefully sometime in 2022. There were some leaked pictures out at the end of last week, but again, it's got all the camouflage stuff on there also. So if we get no news from the Fed, or even bad news from the Fed, or he makes one teensy little words that comes to it and basically says this, well, we see very, very small signs of inflation coming in. Oil's up 99% in 5 months. Take that for what it's worth. Can't stand the way the hood looks when I'm driving. No, dude. All right. So the Mustang Mach-E, it's got a Mustang name. They're still making the regular Mustang GT. So it's different. Like I already said, if I get one, I'm just calling it Mach because I think it sounds cooler. But it's awesome, and it's hard to. Let's see here. Let me find one here. Let's see here. Come on. That is sick. Absolutely sick. It's a beautiful car. Okay, so inflation, so Rice asks, so inflation happens and oil goes up? No, oil is going up, which is the catalyst that drives inflation. So you got them opposite. So oil is going to go up no matter what. Saudi Arabia already cuts up, or I'm sorry, OPEC. OPEC already cut supplies through April. However, there's a lag. If the economies of the world are opening up and we're going to get impossibility of increased production, however, if gas prices are going up, if their fuel cost goes up, companies are basically going to say, hey, I can't hire 10 more people. My fuel cost just went up 100% over the last year. I think we're going to 450 oil, or 450 for a gallon of gas. I'm already at 344 where I'm at. In California, they're already up to 384 in California. They're at 289 in New York, and I think 304 in Pennsylvania, and Illinois is 289 or 290, somewhere around there. So I'm looking at New York, Pennsylvania, Illinois, California, and where I live. Oil-producing states, Wyoming, Texas, etc., because the taxes are a lot lower, you can't really look at the overall because their populations are also lower, with the exception of Texas. Texas has a lot of people. But companies, as inflation comes in, they're going to stop hiring. As their expenses go higher, they may even let people go. And then you have a little bit of a snowball economy effect. And if the snowball economy effect kicks in, and I'm right, and oil goes up to maybe $100 a barrel again, which is possible, or if only one thing goes wrong. And by one thing goes wrong is if something goes wrong in the Middle East, one thing. All we need is one thing to go wrong. Oil this, OPEC this, supply this, price this, inflation this, markets this. Okay? I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't made a decision on what I'm going to do as far as this week, but this is on a day-to-day thing. Even after we close today, I'll be looking at my portfolio and making some decisions and seeing where we're at. So I'm going to draw a line here on the S&P. We'll come back and revisit this on the daily chart on Wednesday with the FOMC. We'll see if we get any type of price correction on the S&P. Initially, I hate to say it, but this is kind of a line in the sand for me. It may lead to that. I got to do more work on it. It's just a line on a freaking map. Because then next stop down is 32. Now you're talking about a, what is that, 21, right? 21% correction all the way down to 32. Yeah. So, and the reason why is I don't think there's enough strength here through December for a 36 level. You barely have any. You have an old resistance line here that turned into support, then bounced up, had a little. You have a little bit of resistance here to 38s. Now we're in the 39s. Could not reach over to 39.57, so can't get up to 39.75. Okay, so we're at 39.50. And that put, wow, okay. All right, so timeout. Not on what I said, but why. So I didn't scroll this back and look, but if you look at this level I just talked about here, so let's draw a line on there since we're on the daily. And I'm going to start it here, and I'm just going to beeline it. Okay, oops, hey. Okay, all right. What is this time frame? November of 2019, also known as pre-pandemic. Okay. If it breaks this and it can't hold here, which I don't think there's enough evidence for it to hold here. Okay. If it breaks through this, and this wouldn't be bad. I'll take 7% all day long. I'll sleep on it. I'll be like, cool, I'm good. Drop your 7%, come down, form a new support, and then go up from there. If it can't hold this one and it breaks down, my fear, I don't think this is real because it's separate, is the 32 range. That's kind of where it says that's where the smart money goes. Okay. So we'll see where we're at on this at a later point. But if we drop 7%, you know, I don't know that I'm going to freak out at all and hit my panic button, because my panic button this is going to sound really bad, but my panic button would basically do a reverse, and the reverse would be market dump, sell everything, market buy a portion, not all of it, into the SQQs, which is basically an entire market short on the S&P 500. Okay, it's an entire market short, but it's leverage, which means if the market goes down 10% and I'm in it, I may get like a 25 or a 30% gain on it. Do your research, don't do what I do. But that's kind of what I'm looking at possibly doing. And I may hedge that as well, or I may straddle it. And a straddle would basically be, okay, if I straddle it and I own that, do I want to buy some calls on a SPY to offset? So if I'm wrong and that goes down, I'm participating on both sides as long as I'm not stuck in a narrow range of what I decide. It's a complicated strategy, and like I said, I'm not all the way there yet. My worst case scenario is I take the majority of the stuff and let it sit in cash a little bit, and I'm just going to scalp. Remember, if I scalp, this is the thing. This doesn't end. Let's say worst case scenario. Let's say the entire market goes, right? And it's down 20, 30%. Okay, Boeing is at 267. Okay, let's come over here. And let's just say, let's just come over to, well, this is a bad example. But let's say right after the pandemic, you know, all I need is a little volatility. I just need 19 cents a day. I'm good. If I can get a 19-cent move a day on Boeing at 1,000 shares, that pays all my bills. Okay. So I don't care if it resets from the standpoint that I'll be able to continue my trading rules and my buys and sells more on a scalping way and doing swing trades on recovery stocks. But I think that something like U.S. oil, I've got a price target on this thing. If those of you may remember, my price target on that is at $70 a share. So that's my initial price target on U.S. oil. All right, NVIDIA holding on to its gains, up 957. We got 30 minutes left in the market today. Ford staying right where it's at. AMC holding on to that 13 upper 13s. Trying to figure out if it wants to close above 14 today. But again, volume is just crazy. Look at that, 255 million shares on an average volume of 152, and all the stimulus money isn't in yet. Again, all those posts over on Wall Street Bets, I think people left GameStop and they're plowing into AMC now, and that's just the way it is. One of the things I look at, let's see, I don't know if I can find it on here. Yep, I can. Let me go. This is, and sorry for the sound if it turns on the sound here in a second. Let me, here it is. I'll pull this up for you guys if it loads. Hold on. Okay. Come on. Okay. All right. This, I believe this shows. There we go. Okay. This is a live ticker of, excuse me. This is a live stream over on Twitch of all of the Reddit mentions of tickers on Reddit. Okay. And typically, now the top two are GameStop and AMC. But typically, AMC, if you look right here where the word streaming is, that's typically where the mentions end for AMC. And on this one, they're down here, and GME is up here. So the talk right now, without going to Reddit, my guess is people are like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Well, I think I'm right. I think all the money over on Reddit is going out of GME and into AMC. And you won't hear people talking about this. Maybe some of them are. I have no idea. I haven't watched anybody mention it. I haven't really watched any streams today. So this is basically their sundial. We talked about sundial earlier, up 20 cents and up 7% on the day. So ticker mentions by older users. So not by age, but by length, time in account. Shows what that is there. Ticker mentions 30 million again. GMA first, AMC second. So yeah, 1,162 mentions on AMC, 1,557 mentions on GameStop on Wall Street Bets. All right. So I don't know. I don't think close that out. I think that's where the money went. I think these people are flooding out of GameStop because the story doesn't match the fundamentals of the company, and that's why I chose AMC over GameStop. I did not participate in GameStop at all. Didn't own a share. Didn't buy an option. Nothing. I did buy shares of AMC back in December and rode it from 12 up to 14, and made a few grand off of it, and basically took that money and bought platinum and silver with it, hard assets. So that's what I did with my last bucket of AMC money. Now 14.12. So we've got about 30 minutes left in the market. Let's take a quick look at the heat map. And again, we got some very dull colors in there, with the exception of Apple making a nice play. NVIDIA up 2% on the day. 525. Yes. I need 540. Help me out. I need 540. Facebook up 2.24%. Let's see here. I'm going to take a look at I'm going to see where my account is at. percentage-wise. Hey, log in. Okay. McDonald's, all the restaurants are up today, but again, oil and stuff is down right now. Might be an opportunity there. Yeah, I'm up 4.87% today. So that's where I'm at. Microsoft, Disney, Netflix down a little bit, Comcast up, Nvidia, Intel up, Qualcomm, Micron up, AMD up, but not leading the pack. Nvidia is leading the pack. See, Nvidia didn't have any news whatsoever. AMD had a conference, and Nvidia goes up over AMD. It's I have a love-hate with AMD because in my book they owe me money right now because I lost out on some with them after their earnings because they blew out earnings and then it went down and got killed after that. And now they're where they at 83, 82.40. So they're at 82.40. Okay, so we're looking really good on AMC. Let's take a look at these. Rocket up 75 cents. Nice play there. Cinemark up 7%. GameStop down 12.2%. They're down $32. And again, the line, if you look, we'll come back to a 3-minute on that one in a second. AMC up 295 to 26%. So any of the moves out of GameStop and into AMC, that's just today. It topped out 297. Mine gave a sell. Well, on 1 hour gave a sell at 271. And it's been nothing but down since then. So, which the 5-minute, which chart do you want? I'll take this one. Thank you very much. That's why my research told me AMC over GameStop for this run. So again, I think it's a $25 stock all day long based on Cinemark, but not financial advice. Don't do what I do. You're going to lose 100% of your money. I'm not a tax advisor nor a financial advisor. And so don't listen to some guy on the internet. Make smart moves. But if you follow the channel a little bit, you know basically where I'm at. This is pretty cool though. What's the Twitch? If you type in WSB, let me see here. And I try not to have Twitch open because it's on my thing. Okay. WSB ZJZ. So WSB. Now I was trying to load a thing. Hold on.
This is weird.
There we go. WSB ZJZ. Let's see. WSB ZJZ. I believe that's what you type in the search box in Twitch, and that should be able to yeah, I think that's it. And then you're gonna have to fish around for it because I think there's some other WSB ones. You got it. Thanks. Good. I never saw this. I saw it. When did I first see it? It was a while ago. It was probably sometime last month I saw it, and then I couldn't find it. And then one day I was like, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to just search for it because I forget. I don't know what it's listed under. I don't know if they're listed under. Let's see if it tells me. Yeah, I don't know what category it's listed under. It doesn't say on the mainstream. It might be just chatting, or it might be stocks and bonds. I have no clue. But it's just it's here. I can put the. Here we go. Hold on, I'll get it for you. I got it right here. Okay. Oh, you got it, but you don't see the category. Yeah, I hear you. But that's okay. All right, so we've got about 22 minutes or so here for the market closes. AMC, nice run at 1404. Yeah, all the smart monies, they're gone from GameStop. They're definitely out of it. And but there's still tons that own it. So not everybody's getting the message. I think yeah, I've got a bad monitor here. Hold on. Trying to restart this thing. All right. On the 30-second. There we go. Okay, so one of my monitors is having a problem. This one over here, but it still left the browser up, so it doesn't matter as far as what it's doing internally. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's still showing the browser, so it's still showing the S&P and the VIX. That's why I got the S&P up over here. But nice day. S&P is up 7.9. We have a Dow Jones Industrial Average up 42.7, and the Nasdaq with a nice run back up 78 on the day. Topped out 13,416, way up here, back about an hour or so ago. And we've got 20 minutes again. In another 10 minutes, we will get the buy or sell side imbalances. Because this has been hovering, wow, dumping again. I don't think we're going to see sell side imbalances on GameStop, but we may see buy side imbalances again on AMC. And every time we've had a buy side imbalance on AMC, it's gone up the next day, and it's gone up in the aftermarket as well. So we'll see if that holds true or not. Where are we at here? There we go. The monitor's bugging me. My ADHD, I guess. Well, that's weird. Look at that. Look what it did there. Okay. Now I gotta find it. Where is... Okay, so I guess we're not going to get that. There we go. There we go. All right, it's back. Figured it out. So we'll get buy-side imbalances. Let me pull up my level 2s here, and we will double check. Hold on 1 second. Yep, we're good. Okay, so here's our level 2 quotes on the, hey, get back over here. And I'm going to slide this over to here. And I'm going to open this back up over here. And no CNBC today. My news. So a close above 14 will be really nice for AMC. So, hey, I'm glad you found that stream. Category isn't there. Yeah, who knows what they have it listed as? And what it have? What's it got? I think it's got like 60 viewers or something like that. I thought about doing that too, like taking a chart and leaving it and just letting it run. For example, if I did this. And then I did this, all layouts, and then chose, here we go, this one. Like maybe in between streams or something. And leaving like an 8 chart up. And then making this one smaller over here to hide that. And then doing this. and just letting it run in between streams. And maybe putting like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ on one, and then maybe GameStop and AMC on the other, maybe an NVIDIA and a Microsoft on another, and a Tesla and a Palantir on another. So if I'm scalping, some of these have worked for me. This one, why does that keep coming up here? Let's see here. There we go. Okay, I go like this, and then I need to go to save layout. Save now. Now it's saved. Okay, so that might be something that in between streams would be a good idea. Okay, I'll do that. I'll put something in between streams, and what I'll do in the middle down here is I'll put the times that I'm streaming and then I'll be back live. And so starting tomorrow, we'll do that. We'll let this run in between streams, and we'll put some symbols up there, and then we can go from there. So that, I think that's what we'll do. And I'm good with that. So let's see, daily chart, come back down here to 3 chart default, because that's going to use up a lot of my resources. That's why it's slow right now. And eventually when I'm done crypto, I might buy another laptop. I don't know. If I can get one with a 30 series graphic card, I might do that. I just don't want to spend the money on it right now. Okay, 1405. All right, 1245. Get back up. Look at that, 25% gain. We were up 38% last week in AMC. Now we're up 25%. And like I said, I think all the smart money is dumped GameStop and went into where the smart money goes. Update 1, promising people vaccine shots and cash payments. Biden kicks off stimulus tour. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, look at this one. This is AMC story. AMC Entertainment has reopened about 90% of its domestic theaters, but is still faced with significant uncertainty. They're trying to drive it down. Barrington said in a report on Monday. So when they name the brokerage firm, but they don't name the analyst that said it, paid for ad for people that are short. Okay, so whenever you say a news story and it doesn't and attributes to an article or a newspaper, but it doesn't name the actual reporter or doesn't name the actual analyst, question it. Broker said the company has raised nearly $870 million on equity capital, roughly $2.2 billion in total capital since the start of the crisis, with cash balances of over $1 billion at the end of February, providing it with sufficient liquidity to operate through this year on the back of reopening and expected recovery. First half will remain challenging, but management is looking at a third quarter transitional period and a fourth quarter in which a steady flow of new product helps restore some normalcy, according to Barrington. Brokerage reiterated its market perform rating, expecting a significant uncertainty due to the high degree of leverage in its business model. So every other paragraph down here is positive stuff. But the news story, the guy writing the blip, AMC Entertainment faces challenges amid reopening. Okay, so trying to turn it into a negative on positive news. And this is the battle that we're up against with these ones that are trying to drive the stock price down. So, that just came out about 20 minutes ago. So now we're back below 13, or sorry, back below 14. And I'm going to take a look at, whoops. Get that out of there. Get out of here. GameStop continuing just selling off, it's dumping. And AMC's pulling back too. Let's see what happens here in the next. So we may, because it's on a downside, we probably won't have any buy side imbalances, I don't think. But let's see if we got pullbacks. Dow is still up 96, Nasdaq's up 95, S&P is up 13. And again, whether it closes above 14 or not doesn't matter, right? Still up 25% on the day. and more people are going to get stimulus money tomorrow. All those that couldn't trade at work are going to come home, look at their GameStop, and immediately after they check their GameStop holding, they're going to check their AMC holdings. They're going to say, what am I doing? Am I missing the boat? And then what are they going to do? Well, then they're probably going to sell their GameStop tomorrow and maybe even buy AMC. At least I hope they do, because I own a stock. I would love for them to do that. Well, I'm hoping it drops back down to 12. All right, Rice. If it gets back down to 12 times. All right. If it gets back down to 12, I'll buy 100 shares with you. Not for you, but with you. I'll throw another 100 shares in if it gets back down to 12. I don't know that that's necessarily going to happen. I kind of hope it doesn't, but if it does, we'll see. All right, one last check on the S&P 500. And again, same as before, you have some techs up, some techs down. All the chip makers are up, all the financials are down, all the energy is down. Restaurants and things having to do with the recovery are back up. Tesla's up, Nvidia is up, AMD is up, Intel is up, Facebook is up, Google is down just a little bit, and Apple is up. And so 1379 now. Again, I think we were like, was it 1378, somewhere around there? 1380? Just scrolling back to a little bit this morning. That's on the 32nd. Let me go to 3-minute real quick. Hold on. All right, we should get imbalances if there are any. Anything above, who cares? If it goes down, who cares? Anything above 1346, 1350 is going to be a win on the day. Buyers were definitely in control, but not right now. Right now, you do have a little bit, well, this probably offsets this, which is why it's stalling before it comes down to 1376. If it breaks through here, it might be back towards 1350 or so to end the day. We'll go back. Like I said, I don't think we're going to see buy-side imbalances today. We do. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. All right. So buy-side imbalance of 190,000 shares on the buy side. So the market maker has to provide liquidity, and they have to, they have the responsibility of doing that. All right. So let me put over here. Where is my? Where's the live chat? My computer is slow today. I didn't reboot my computer since yesterday. Okay. $190, $233. Okay. All right. So I put the buy side in the live chat over there. 1375. I'm good there. There's people yelling, "Hold the line! Hold the line!" They should be in my stream. They'd know exactly what was going on. But that Reddit's fun. I like the AMC Stock Live Chat Lounge. It's hilarious. Crazy. Hold the line. Whatever they do, they have to come back and buy our shares. Hold the line. Dude, we're up 23% today. This is nothing. This is nothing. And we have a significant buy-side imbalance. So 8 minutes left, 1374. I like that it's flattening out here. We have the McDonald's chart, McDonald's logo. I don't know what that means, but it's coming back to where where it was. We don't know who's selling, but based on the volume, if you look at the volume of this downswing here, while people pretend to panic, that buy volume does not come anywhere close. Or I'm sorry, the sell volume does not come anywhere close to what the buy volume was today. But look at this. We had 200 and 268 million shares traded today. But they're going to panic in the chat. Hold the line. AMC's are once in our lifetime after the DTC new rules. 4 more days of this, and then we go to the moon on Friday. All right. Don't sell below 2,000. Never below 2,000. You get same chat. Do not sell. Don't sell. There's a nice little candle on a 30-second. Somebody's going to post in there. We're doing it. We're doing it. GameStop again off the farm. They may have trouble here. We got 6 minutes left. Slight bounce. Where are we at on the averages? Dow up 125. Nasdaq upside of 100, and S&P up almost 1% there, and S&P up almost 0.5%. Up 15. Look at that. They may hold 212. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Are we going to get back to 14? It's a guess. Let's see here. Found a stream 43 viewers. Oh, I missed all these because I was doing that stuff. Apes have AMC's back. Well, I'm hoping to drop back down. There we go. No one to give XD, sure love. Yeah, they cracked me up on XD. Yeah, right. They fighting like it's a war. Yeah, well, it kind of is a war. Someone said the AMC is halted. Somebody's an idiot. New sell limit is 100K. There we go. Yeah, I should do that. I should try put in a limit order at like $3,000 or something. 1 AMC plus 2,000 LMAO. Yeah, right. Catch the dip. What are you saying? No. Ah. Tesla, nice run. Well above 700. That's good news there. Let me take a quick look at mine. I know my US oil is down. I'm not concerned about that. 527, NVIDIA. That's got to get me over 5%. It's got to. Yes. I'm now up 5.14% today. So my holding on to those losses on those 540 calls, I'm $13 away. Sweet. All right. I see you. I keep saying 540 calls. I'm an idiot. I have 545 calls, not 540s. My calls are at 545. My Microsoft calls in April are at 435. My Ford calls in April are at 14. And my AMC calls are $8 on April 16th and $4 for this coming Friday. All right, 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Microsoft still down on the day. Ford down a little bit on the day. Not a big deal there. Whoa, back up. Hello, Microsoft. What are you doing? What are you doing? 3 minute chart. Still down on the day though. But look at this money coming in, folks. Check this out. Look at the averages now. 169 on the Dow, 131 on the Nasdaq, S&P up 23. We're watching it live as it's happening, and the money's flowing back in. Rocket up 79 cents. GameStop 48, a little bit of recovery there, so they're gonna hold their 200. And AMC, there's your 14. There's your $14. And right about 3 minutes left until close. 2 minutes left till close. Just flip. 2 minutes left until close. Then we'll put the clock up. Actually, I should put the clock up. If I can do this. It might be hard to see. Hey, can you see the clock on the bottom right of your screen? I need a countdown clock. I need to get a little widget with a countdown clock on it. Yeah, barely. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. All right, if I put it up there and I slide this up just a tad here. There we go. Can do that. We can see GME on the close. There we go. Perfect. All right, for now. All right, so we got about a minute left at $14. GameStop, $44 down to $2.19. Rocket up 80 cents. And all the averages are in the green for the day. 45 seconds left. Let's see if it holds. Still at 14, up 25%. 30 seconds left. You see the bids in the ass. Look at that, 22,800 at 14.01. Somebody wants to drive that thing. 33,000 shares at 14.01 want to sell. 40,000 want to sell at 14.01. You see it on the bid in the ask. And then 19,000 on the buy side. There goes some buys. There's a green. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And just immediately met with the red. It is kind of like a Friday. And there we go. Okay, market's closed. Getting the final trades in there. 1404. 1404. Buy side imbalance, baby. Buy side imbalance let us back and kept us going back up to back to 14. I should have it behind the chat. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, because it's the black screen. That would work. That would definitely work. Winner, chicken dinner. Where did my thing die? Weird. My Reddit thread looks like it died on me. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's all right. All right. So good finish on the day. We had all the averages up on the day. We had the Dow up 173, the Nasdaq up 139, S&P up 25. So Dow Jones up 0.5%, Nasdaq up 1.05%, S&P up 0.64, and your boy, I was up 5.54% today. So I will take that as a big, big, big win. Super happy with that. The 12, yeah, no kidding, night. Big time win there on AMC there at the end. Well, closing above 14. Again, I think like we talked about earlier, I think we mentioned it in this morning's stream was the first time I mentioned it. And the GameStop, I said, I think the money's going to flow. And sure enough, the money I think flew out of GameStop and it's flowing into AMC. Basically, so when I look at that stuff, I look and I say, did I make the right decision? Did my choice to not participate in GME and putting my horse all the way behind AMC and put my jockey on the AMC horse, I think was the right move. And it's appearing to at least initially be that either way. That damn thing, could be 20. It should be a $25 stock. We got Cinemark at $25.82, and certainly the news is going to be better on AMC. GameStop has no news. I looked for one. What would be the catalyst? Microsoft suddenly miraculously finds more chips laying in a cornfield, and Sony finds more chips laying in a cornfield, and they ship more Xboxes and PS5s to GameStop stores. You can't even get it on Amazon. It's a production problem based on chips. The cars can't get the chips. By the way, when I was at the Ford dealer on Saturday, they did say the Mustang Mach-E was held up in customs for so long, it had 89 miles on the odometer. So they had just gotten the darn thing. I put like 9 miles on it only. And the date code on the door, because I always look at those before I buy a car, I want to know how long it's been on the lot, was November of 2020. So that darn thing was built in 2020 and just getting to the dealership in March. So a lot of stuff going on, and it was built in Mexico. So the Ford Mustang, the all-electric Mach-E, is built in Mexico. But great finish on the day. All the averages up. AMC up. GME, I'm sorry if you hold any GME shares, and those took a beating. I question your sanity if you're still in that darn thing. Cinemark up 7.5%. Rocket up 3%, and then some other ones. NVIDIA having a great day. Nice finish. 527. Yes. 2.61%. I've got to make a decision on that. I got to make a decision on Wednesday on really a lot of my stuff on what I'm going to do. So tomorrow we will leave. Pardon me. We'll leave the charts up in between streams. I'll have the 8 chart on there. I think I have an idea of which ones I'll leave up for you all in between streams. And then I'll put something in the text box down below and look at it that way. I think the Reddit chat got shut down. Oh, okay, so it's not me. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I got out of GME at 157 profit. Rice, that a boy, and dropped in AMC last week. Haha. Nicely done. Nicely done. Look, any profit, even if it's a penny after your transaction fees or exchange fees or whatever you got to pay, is going to be a big win. Look at USO. Are you kidding me? It battled back. This thing was down 20 cents, and it came back to only being down 9. And it more closely resembles the light crude on USO than it does the Brent. But Brent dropping a little bit. But those are daily charts anyway. But yeah, so what a great finish to the day. Fantastic finish to the day. I couldn't be more happy for you guys. And we'll continue the battle again tomorrow. Reddit AMC chat is still up for me. They're going crazy. Yeah, it's let's see here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it did pop back up. Let's go. I want to buy a damn house. What he said. That's crazy. Retard, slow down. Cash App is always late or a little off. Calm down. What? What's he talking about Cash App for? What the heck is somebody doing something with Cash App on here, giving something away? We missed a giveaway. What does $14 mean for us? I'm autistic. Sorry. Come over to my stream. You'll maybe learn a couple things here and there. All right. Let's see if there's anything else on here. What a great day. All right. I'll probably drop off stream here and maybe drop in the chat for a little bit. I was having fun busting somebody's chops yesterday that was busting on another streamer. And that was kind of fun. So great finish of the day. 174 on the Dow, 139 on the NASDAQ, 2560 on the S&P. Tomorrow will be another interesting day because people are going to get more stimmy checks in their bank accounts tonight. So that's going to happen. We just don't know the numbers on the distribution side. So that would scare me LMAO. All right, very cool. All right, guys, listen, hey, thanks for hanging out. That's going to do it for today. Have yourselves a great afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow morning right at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern for a half hour before the market opens. We'll review everything as we always do, from precious metals to cryptocurrencies, as well as our favorite stocks, other things that we're trading. And if you guys want me to put something up of a couple of your holdings that you're looking at and you want me to regularly try and go over or do a little quick DD on, feel free to drop those in during the day too. And you're welcome for the stream. Happy to see you guys. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great afternoon. I'll be over in the Reddit chat. Bye now.